Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and as you can see, it is an absolute perfect day here at the ranch. We did have a severe cold snap for May this past Friday and Saturday. We got a little bit of snow on both nights. So I'd like to go around, check out the cold sensitive trees and fruits and veggies that I planted and see that there wasn't any damage. I'm really hoping so. It wasn't that cold, but 30 with a little snow, 30 degrees Fahrenheit might get you. And what I'm really excited about is today we're going to Yamadori, some sugar maple seedlings that have volunteered themselves in my front yard. My landscaper drew my attention to it this weekend when he was mowing, and I was like, okay, well, let me get these all up and planted into my raised tree garden right there and get those started as a Yamadori bonsai. So that's what that raised tree garden is going to be for. I planted a whole bunch of oaks, maples, pines, and I have 31 of the overflow of spruce from the tree farm planted in there already. So I'm hoping to get those popping up and germinating soon. And the plan is to grow them a couple years in there, chop them at the end of each year, and hopefully get them to thicken up faster than if I was to put them directly into pots. So that's all what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, so I'm not concerned about the thusias, but I did put the trident maple. Baby pine should be fine. That's a Pinus strobus. And then this is a hickory. But I think, yep, there's some buds and they look okay. Some right here too. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. The actual leaves that came out from that were growing indoors, they get scorched in the sun anyway, so that might not even be from frost damage. It might just be from that. Let's see, we've got some Korean birch here. That looks fine. Some sweet birch. Those look fine. Blueberry with a baby maple that jumped in there too. They're fine. These Japanese maples have seen better days. But I think that's one of the cases that those were scorched. But I mean, there's plenty of buds all over it. So this one and this one, I think they're going to be fine. Hopefully these nasty, crispy ones just fall off and we get natural rebudding. Okay, those hadn't started a bud yet. Those are some baby black locusts. Fantail willows, fine. The leaves on this fig, they withered up, but the buds are fine. This one I'm slightly worried about. I did have a butternut squash. That did not make it, unless it's going to surprise me and somehow recover from that. And then this is my lemon-laced elderberry. Actually, the leaves that remained after I pruned it this time, they were blown off because we had such a windy day, and they're just really delicate. But down there, yeah, that's a green bud. The weeping pine, just training as a roots over rock. They're good. These redwoods, these coastal redwoods were blowing like crazy, so they're delicate, feathery like branches. They were all tangled up. I was like untangling your daughter's hair or something. See how they just got all intertwined together because of the wind. So I'll probably I don't know, in a week or so prune those again, all my coastal redwoods, because they came out really quickly and I didn't take out enough branching, so they're like on top of each other already. I don't like that. This guy I had messed up and it got dehydrated. So in a previous video about a month ago, I think this is all river birch and some Thuja occidentalis. I think they're all going to be fine. I do have a cherimoya down here. So this is another Japanese maple. Looks rough, but I think it'll recover. All right. So this is a cherimoya that was training as a bonsai, and out of nowhere, inside it lost its leaves. So I said, screw it. I'll put one of them outside, keep the rest inside that look healthy, and we'll do an experiment since it's going into their second summer. So I'm hoping that one recovers, but they're really not cold hardy, so that one I might have messed up. These little babies are all right. My giant sequoias that are tiny. Okay, these are Zelkovas, but those buds all still look healthy, so I think we're going to be all right there. Italian rock trumpet. It had beautiful pink flowers, but those got blown off and then frozen off. But there's some more buds, so I don't know. Oh yeah, let me show you. This was from Laura's Pets for Mother's Day yesterday. So it's me and her in frog form. Arm around her, intertwining feet. We're always those annoying people drinking cocktails outside at the bistro. All right, moving right along here. That's where I have pretty much all my Trident maples, so similar situation to the others. Some baby pines here. Some are looking better than others, but that was from my basement greenhouse, full spectrum lighting. That was an experiment this year that I will not be using next year. Here are a couple of seedlings that I just taken out. This is from my Europe plantings. That's a wisteria. Hard to see, nothing on it. This was an ash tree and then a large leaf maple. So I'm hoping they're all right. These are all the seeds that didn't germinate yet. They cold stratified this winter, but they're all from Europe. My onions look okay. I'm gonna be planting those today. What you do is you just cut off the root part of the onion, you stick it in water, and once it starts to root, you put it in soil. And like at this temperature, now that it's spring, you go plant it outside in your garden. And there you go. It's really easy. So this hydrangea looks good, so that's promising. The other hydrangea that were inside that I brought out here that had flowers, they have ceased to have flowers. So, okay, so let me show you some of these. See, little maple trees. They're everywhere. Boom, boom. You see them all? Pop, pop, pop. I mean, I'm literally just out here 5 seconds. I'm seeing all these. This is a bigger one. And then there's some in the grass and some along the line here. There were a couple. These are Korean birches that I left. I haven't budded out yet, but I left those last year with death threats to him if he weed whacked them down. So this is my cardboard stash because that's what I've been putting up under my my wood chips for a natural weed barrier. All right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, these spruces are starting to bud out. They're looking good. 30 cents a tree. I couldn't be happier. Some of them are really large. So that's, man, 6 inches. That's 12 incher. I paid for 4 to 8 inchers. 30 cents a tree. So this is just the overflow, those 31. It doesn't look like I have anything popped from seed yet. So that's probably a good thing because it might have died. So this is what I'm going to be putting in all of my tomato pots. I use food grade 5-gallon buckets, and I do like 6 to 8 inches of grass clippings. And what it does is it composts and feeds it nutrients throughout the season. I've done it the last 2 years. I've had so many tomatoes on each plant. It's incredible. All right, no potatoes yet. Oh, maybe that's a potato. All right. And what I'm going to do with these tater towers is as they start to grow and pop up, along the outside, I'll put that straw. And then in the middle, I'll continue to do soil. At the end of the season, you open it up and all your potatoes fill up. All right, garden bed 1. This was mainly seed. I think I'm getting some beans over here. Oh, it's not a bean. And then right in the end, I ran out of room in the other ones, so I went ahead and did my collard greens over here. And you see there's some eggshells and coffee grounds in there. I just collect it throughout the week. When my bucket fills up, I just toss it in there. I don't have, well, I guess I could throw it into the grass clippings and combine, but I wouldn't want to put grass clippings in here. I feel like you get weeds with that. So the strawberries look good. Strawberries down here. Snow peas, they look fine. I think it's supposed to get warm this week, so all this stuff's going to really pop. There's some oregano and thyme and flat leaf Italian parsley, chive, lots of red onion, 2 different types of kale, and I hope that the onion doesn't make my kale taste like onion. And we've got cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, green cabbage, and broccoli in here. And everything looks fine. So that's cool. And the fence just moved a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go look up what I got Laura for Mother's Day. So, this is my chill area. I have a Japanese garden zen area down there, and y'all have seen that before, but there's nothing new down there. So this magnolia is pretty much done flowering now because snow and wind and everything else. But I got her. All right, so one thing Laura and I really enjoyed together is bird watching. And this place is amazing for it because you have tons of birds of prey circling above the pond, diving in, getting fish. You get ducks and all different breeds coming through depending on migration. Canadian geese. There's a bunch of chickadees and finches and hummingbirds and stuff. So anyways, I thought a bird bath would be cool. And Laura's zodiac sign is a Cancer, and Cancers love antique things. Classics. So this has the Celtic knots on it, and it's got like that nice green aging to it. And Laura's father's side of her family is from that area of the world, so I thought it was fitting. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get those maples all dug up and I'll plant them, and then I'll do a little conclusion. I'm just trying to do my best to start like 4 inches away, go straight down, which is difficult because under here is gravel. Just work it in, loosen up the soil, and then I've been really working each one individually with my hands to follow the trunk, kind of the direction of the root ball. They're not that deep, but boom, there's another one. Nice. And we got a visitor. This is Coffee Bean Kraszewski, my grandkitty. Just like my daughter, she's home with me from New York City for the indefinite future. I absolutely love that cat. She is the best. Total kitten, just turned 1, really entertaining. She tears down my blinds and destroys my house, and I have to move on my plants and can't let her in any of the vegetation rooms. But other than that, she's awesome. So you see, I've got like 10 here. I think I'm good with that for the day. So I'm going to go plant them up in the tree bed. Good morning, y'all. Boom, boom. Chickpea. Blanca. Dorothy, what's up? All right, so they want me to feed them dandelions. I already know that. All right, so I actually have 8 little sugar maples. So cool. Boom and boom. So I didn't spread them too far apart. I anticipate these trees all growing really in close proximity to each other. So it is what it is. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai, y'all. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Get outside, get your planting on. Hopefully this all passes soon, but I just want to send my best to you and yours, and I'll see you next time. Take care.